All right, Brian Windhorst. I'm giving you 4 LeBron outcomes for the last stage of LeBron. Because I think we are entering now the last stage of LeBron.
I agree. Yep.
Now, somebody could watch Tom Brady's career and be like, well, wait, what was the... Tom Brady was telling us he was going to play till 45 when he was in like 2010. I'm not surprised that he's still playing. LeBron has different wear and tear things against him in basketball, just like, and he's now Neil Armstrong. Once he gets to like 70,000 minutes and some of the stuff and 300 playoff games or whatever, like these are just things I have no idea how to even calculate them. But here are the 4 options. Number 1, Laker for life. Number 2, Cleveland 3.0. Number 3, title chaser. And number 4, assuming his son can be good enough, which I think is a huge, huge variable that I don't want to count on. And I would say the odds are against it, not for it. But I just want to play with my son. I don't care. You name the team.
Which son? That's the key. It could,
either
could be
son.
The second one. Yeah.
Hanging on for as long as possible to play with one of the sons. I'm going to make the case for title chaser.
Wow.
Because I think he can chase a title in a way that's not Mitch Richmond on the 2000 Lakers. Like you think like even Karl Malone on the 04 Lakers, who got hurt in the playoffs and they were never the same, but he was a really valuable member of that team on and off the court and was still pretty good.
And by the way, that team
body
was
broke
good.
Down. Yeah.
They weren't like 67 wins like people might have thought, but that team was very good.
That team beat the Spurs, during the middle of the Duncan run. That team was like a minus 500 favorite in the finals. So it's not like that season was a failure. But at the same time, like, you know, I'm looking at the odds with LeBron here. Just people still in the league. So you go through the 03, 06, 04, 05, 06 drafts. Iguodala's 38, 04 draft. Carmelo 38, 03. Millsap, who I don't know, is he even on a team this year?
No,
he's down. All right, so he's
right
out.
Now.
Cross him off. Chris Paul's 37, 05. Aldridge 37, 06.
He doesn't have a team right now.
Doesn't have a team. Lowry and Gay are 06 draft, both 36, and Dwight Howard 05 draft, 36.
Those are
his quote unquote age range peers. And all of those guys, except for Chris Paul, are on their way out of the league.
Right.
And Chris Paul, I don't know how many more years he has. So when you think of it that way, it's like, all right, not only would this be incredible just with NBA history, everyone from his quote unquote class is either gone or on their way out or they're Chris Paul. And that's it. That's the entire list. So I don't know what to count on, which makes me wonder if title chaser, because he's got the 4 rings. He's 2 behind Jordan. He's 1 behind Kobe. He's 1 behind Duncan. He's the same amount as Curry. Is he going to be happy just having the 4 rings? If he's thinking about how do I put together my argument that I'm the GOAT, I'm the best player of all time. I don't think the 4 rings is going to be enough. I don't.
Well, I will say that last year, as a 36 turning 37-year-old, he had his second highest scoring average in his career. Now, the game is played differently than early on. I mean, boy, some of the old LeBron games that you can watch on NBA TV, it's rough. He's great, but it's rough basketball. It's rough basketball.
The league's way worse. It just was. That's a reality. Go through the All-NBA teams. We just didn't have the same level of talent. We didn't.
I mean, if I was just at the Timberwolves first practice today, and I was watching him out there, and Karl Towns isn't even here. He's under the weather. But I'm looking at this team, and I'm like, there'd be years where this team would be number 2 seed in the West. Like there'd be 30 media outlets here because this team would be, loaded. Like think of some of the teams that KG was on that would have loved to have.
Right.
Like this is a team that like might play great this year and finish 5th or 6th in the West. And
or
like it might not be a bad year.
Literally, they could finish 7th, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. So so here's the thing.
Well, wait. Then flip that around with LeBron in 2018. Look at the team he was on in 2018, and put that team in the West with like a peak LeBron. I think that team's probably not a top 5 seed. The league's just better. Anyway, I interrupted you.
Yeah. No. I mean, that's the thing, Bill. Like some of the years that LeBron got through the East with the Cavs.
Yeah.
Those teams would have, forget about it. Forget about getting out of the second round with some of those teams.
Yeah.
Even with LeBron at that power, with where the East is right now. Anyway, so here's the thing. I have a hard time seeing him not being a Laker or a Cav. So if you're going to say title chaser,
it's the Cavs.
Is it got to be? It's kind of wrapped with Cleveland 3.0. And
you're right. So I should have that should have been my fifth option: Cleveland 3.0 and title chaser.
That's like the hybrid model.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any. So here's the thing: in this world where we're in right now, I think on one hand, I think these players get so much crap for like the quality of their titles. Like,
yeah,
I know they're just trying to get under Durant's skin because he can have his skin gotten under. He's made it clear that you can get to him.
Yeah,
I don't understand why he does that. But like the people who get on Durant for quote unquote not having a legit title is so annoying to me. And it's now gotten worse because the Warriors won one without him with mostly the same core. And I just think that like if LeBron goes like and signs with Memphis to like support Ja Morant in 3 years, I just think that is a look that he's not going to want. So Cleveland has 4 dudes in their early to mid 20s who are pretty good. I don't think they're a title team right now, but like I could see them when Evan Mobley like is in his 4th or 5th year. You know, those guys are now like 27, 28, 29 instead of 22, 23, 24. Yep. And LeBron could come in and play a role. I could see that. By the way, like
I could see it next year.
The Cavs are in horrible need of a 3. And you know, look,
well, they need a 3 that can defend too, which is right. At this point in his career. But like next year, you could see him in that kind of whatever role Kevin Love is in this year, like a fancy version of that he could be like their backup point guard, and he could also play the 4 and and he's like a Swiss Army knife all over the place. I think Cleveland's very realistic, and I'm higher on them than you are. I think Mobley's special. And
I think he is too, but I don't know what Mobley's going to be.
It could be next year for him though. You said year 4, year 5. Next year might be when he starts to become an impact guy, especially defensively. So yeah, I'm sure. I guarantee LeBron has been watching that, and the Mitchell trade. He was, same thing like when you remember 2014 when Cleveland won the lottery, or 2013 when Cleveland won the lottery, and it was kind of the first time we're like,
Well, first off, LeBron was like complimenting the Cavs during that run.
Yeah, that was just there were little breadcrumbs being sprinkled.
Like I mean, he was like praising like Dion Waiters, who he got rid of in about 15 minutes. But like, he was like, yeah, they got something going. And I remember the night the Cavs won that last lottery, the lottery that got them the Wiggins pick.
2014.
Yeah, it was Heat Pacers Eastern Conference Finals, and I remember being in the Heat locker room after the game and hearing LeBron talk about the Cavs winning the lottery. Not like in a sinister way, but like noting it.
I think I got in trouble on TV that night because I said something like LeBron was off that game, and I was like, I think LeBron was thrown that the Cavs won the lottery. And people were like, fuck you.